Hey everybody, it's Troy. Hey listen, Herschel Walker's loss in Georgia has everyone on the GOP side scrambling to point fingers and blame everybody else for that loss, that embarrassing loss. I mean, the answer is obvious. Herschel Walker was an absolutely terrible candidate who should not have been running for Senate. The only reason he was a candidate at all was because Donald Trump backed him. He was a Trump-backed candidate. That's the only reason he was in that race. Marjorie Taylor Greene from Georgia, Congresswoman from Georgia, placing the blame squarely on Mitch McConnell and the establishment wing of the party rather than on Donald Trump. And then recently in an interview, she starts whining and complaining that the Walker campaign didn't use her more, making everything in Georgia about her. She said that it was insulting to her that the Walker campaign didn't ask her to do more events with them. Once again, just placing the blame on McConnell's handling of the race. But check out this clip where she's just whining and complaining.
Lindsey Graham and the rest of the Republican senators, you guys are the reasons why we are losing Republican races all over the country. And this is your third loss in my home state. So let me inform you on behalf of Georgia, this is your third strike and you're out. You don't belong in our state running key races anymore. No, thank you. We don't want your help. Let me let you know something, Steve. I was never asked very often by the Herschel Walker campaign to come speak at any of his campaign events. They only asked me to come to maybe two or three in my own district when he was campaigning all over the state running for Senate. But they only asked me a couple of times in my own district, which I find extremely insulting.
Marjorie Taylor Greene has a tremendously high opinion of herself if she thinks that the reason that Herschel Walker lost is because his campaign didn't roll her out for more events. But oh, by the way, there was a very good reason for that. Walker's campaign intentionally distanced themselves from Marjorie Taylor Greene because of her appearance at AFPAC, the America First Political Action Committee, which is Nick Fuentes' basically Nazi rally. Marjorie Taylor Greene not only was in attendance at that rally, but she spoke, shaking. She was introduced by Nick Fuentes. She shook his hand and she spoke at this Nazi rally, AFPAC. After that, Herschel Walker's campaign had the wherewithal to distance themselves from her, thinking that maybe it wouldn't be a good idea trying to court black voters in the South, in Georgia, for him to be seen with a neo-Nazi. But Marjorie Taylor Greene is just a congresswoman from one ruby red district in Georgia where she won re-election easily. Her presence in other parts of the state was not going to help Herschel Walker's campaign at all. But check out this video of her marching in a holiday Christmas parade in her district. This is in her district. She's marching in this parade, and she gets just the most lackluster, terrible response from her own constituents. Check this out. Marjorie Taylor Greene not getting the best response from her own constituents at this Christmas parade in her own district. Some might even say it was a bad response, that she's not super popular there. That video, by the way, was posted to Twitter on an account called Sergeant Hugo Stiglitz. So just embarrassing all the way around for Marjorie Taylor Greene. Pretty far up her own ass if she thinks that she would have been the one to save Herschel Walker's terrible, terrible campaign. The MAGA Trump train has derailed and fallen off the cliff, and we are all just watching it fall and seeing how far down it will go. For MeidasTouch, this is Troy. Remember, smash that subscribe button to keep supporting independent media.
Our blue wall stopped the red wave and election deniers got denied election. That's why we're celebrating with the new Democracy Prevails team. We've got lots of work to do, but we should all be proud that when democracy was tested, democracy prevailed. You've earned this. Don't wait. Get yours right now at store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.